Hi, Aslo Recaps here. Today I'm going to explain mystery crime thriller film called Death on the Nile. Before we get started, I challenge you. You have to click on subscribe and activate notification in less than 5 seconds. You got it? Alright, click the like button too and let's get started. A youthful Hercule Poirot develops a plan to improve his Belgian military company during World War I. Despite the fact that his plan is initially effective, a booby trap causes the deaths and injuries of other members of the group in addition to mutilating Hercule's face. Nurse Catherine, his fiancée, doesn't back away but advises he grow a mustache to cover up his scars. Poirot observes Salome Audubon, a blues singer, perform in a London bar in 1937. He observes Jacqueline Jackie de Belfort and her fiancé Simon Doyle present. Heiress Lynette Ridgway, an acquaintance from Jackie's youth, shows up shortly. Lynette accepts Simon's offer to work as her land agent after meeting him. Poirot runs into his friend Book and his artist mother Euphemia 6 weeks later in Egypt. The wedding of an unexpected pair, Lynette and Simon, is being celebrated, and Book extends an invitation to Poirot to join them there. Others who travel with them on their honeymoon include Louise Bourget, Lynette's maid, Salome and Rosalie, Salome's niece and manager, Marie Van Schuyler, Lynette's godmother, Andrew Cacciadorian, Lynette's cousin, and Dr. Linus Windlesham, Lynette's ex-fiancé. Lynette requests Poirot for protection from the stalking Jackie, who has followed the pair to Egypt. Poirot is powerless to stop her because she demonstrates to him that she is armed. The group boards the SS Karnak cruise ship in order to get away from Jackie. Lynette confesses to Poirot her mistrust of her visitors. While on a trip to Abu Simbel, Book confesses to dating Rosalie over his mother's objections, and Poirot develops feelings for Salome. When the guests return to the Karnak, Jackie has already boarded after a boulder nearly crushes Lynette and Simon after it falls from a column. Champagne-induced Poirot confides in Jackie that he stopped dating after Catherine perished in a mortar explosion. During Lynette's bedtime, Simon approaches Jackie, who then shoots him in the leg. Rosalie and Book step in when she tries to shoot herself. Windlesham arrives to cure Simon while they transport Jackie to Mrs. Bowers. Louise finds Lynette shot in the head and dead the following morning. Also taken was Lynette's priceless jewelry. With the help of Simon and Book, Poirot questions the visitors, each of whom has a vendetta against Lynette or would gain from her passing. Lynette broke off Louise's engagement because she didn't trust her fiancé. Lynette and Windlesham were engaged before she left him for Simon. Andrew stole money from Lynette. During the Great Depression, Lynette's father broke up Bowers' once wealthy family. A beneficiary of Lynette's will is Van Schuyler. She is in love with Bowers. Years ago, Lynette made racist remarks about Salome and Rosalie. Finding Lynette's necklace is Euphemia. Poirot believes she was angry with Lynette for putting Book and Rosalie together. Bowers kept his eye on Jackie all night. Her gun has been recovered from the Nile and is covered in a bloody handkerchief and Van Schuyler's lost scarf. Poirot adds that Euphemia recruited him to look into Rosalie because she is, in his opinion, more than deserving of her son's love. Louise's body has been found with her throat cut by Rosalie, who is enraged at being questioned. Poirot surmises that Louise witnessed Lynette's murder and blackmailed the assailant since she was found with money. He recognizes the outline of a potential witness in the blood splatter. Poirot interrogates Book alongside Simon and comes to the conclusion that Book discovered Lynette dead and stole her necklace to escape his mother's control over his money, but in a fit of panic, he hid it among Euphemia's possessions. Poirot pursues the murderer but only recovers the abandoned gun when Book, who witnessed Louise's murder, is shot through the throat and murdered. Poirot solves the mystery by locking the remaining passengers in the salon of the yacht and revealing that Simon murdered Lynette and Jackie served as his accomplice and mastermind. They are still in love and set up Simon and Lynette's relationship so that Simon would inherit Lynette's fortune. Jackie faked shooting Simon with a blank as Simon spiked Poirot's champagne. Using paint taken from Euphemia, Simon feigned an injury. Simon shot Lynette dead and then returned to the saloon while Van Schuyler's scarf was covering his mouth to distract Book and Rosalie. Jackie used Windlesham's scalpel to kill Louise, and Andrew's rifle to kill Book. Poirot displays the handkerchief that was used in the fake shooting and was found with the gun as a final piece of information. Blood would have turned the waters of the Nile brown over time, but instead the stains were a soft pink color similar to that of old paint. With Poirot's incontrovertible evidence in hand, Jackie encircles Simon and shoots him once in the back, killing both of them instantly. Poirot struggles to express his sentiments to Salome as the passengers exit. 6 months later, Poirot pays a visit to her club to observe her rehearsals, sitting by himself in the shadows and going unnoticed by the club owner due to his clean-shaven visage. And that was how the movie ended.